show you around.
I don't know if some of you guys are old enough to remember the MTV Cribs show, but we're going to give you a shot of our home, some of the rooms, and some of the tanks that are in those rooms. So get ready, guys. Your first look at our entire house and some of the rooms and tanks that we have in them. Enjoy. Now this room is our living room. This is probably the place we spend the most time in. We have one aquarium, a 100-gallon cube tank filled with Liz's fish of choice, geos, angels, and lots of different dither fish. Now on to our dining room. This is where we do all our eating, obviously. We have a 55-gallon aquarium in this room with our flower horn given to us by our good friend Anthony. I am really becoming attached to this flower horn. Now this guy has doubled in size since we got him from Anthony. He is getting to the point where he is too big, for this 55-gallon tank, and we'll have to put him into a 90 or larger. If you see, when he turns to the side, he is exactly the same size of the tank, about 12 inches long and getting longer by the day. Next is my personal office with my 180-gallon arowana tank. It stretches from one side of the wall to the other and fits perfectly behind me. I absolutely love this tank. It's one of my favorites right now.
Yeah, so without a doubt, this is probably my favorite room. This is my own personal office. I have a huge 180-gallon tank behind me that kind of fits from wall to wall. I love it. Has my huge arowana in it. And then of course I have all my little, goodies in here. I have all my Star Wars stuff. I'm a huge Star Wars fan. I grew up on Star Wars. It means the world to me. Obviously everyone knows that I'm a huge Prince fan, so I have my Prince collection over there. Anyway, this is where I do most of my work. I have all my equipment here, microphones, cameras, big screen TV. I have my video software, do a lot of editing of all the videos. And then, I'm blind, so I got glasses everywhere. I'm like Fred Sanford, I got glasses everywhere. I have my trusty CCY pad. I have come up with a lot of ideas with this. A lot of notes are in this pad, so I've had this for a couple of years. I don't throw it away. People say I talk too much about how I created the Sickle Cup of York, but if you do something successful that's going on 6 or 7 years now, would you brag too? I tell you what, the first time if you get successful, you produce something that's successful, that's called luck. The second time you do it, it's called skill. King Queen Cichlids is doing really well. We're on our 3rd year now, and I'm pretty happy to have created Cichlid Club of York as well as King Queen Cichlids. So not just luck, a little skills involved as well, and a lot of help from a lot of great friends. Alright, so here's my favorite room, my office. Hope you enjoyed it. Let's go to the next room.
Next is the kitchen. Probably a spot I need to stop being in as much because my cholesterol is going up. But nonetheless, the kitchen.
I know it's my kitchen. There's no fish in here, but I'm thirsty. I'd like some good old water. Alright, come on guys. Next room. Nothing like water on a hot summer day. Okay guys, you ready? This is what you came for. A tour in my magical fish room. Are you ready? Alright, hold on. Before we get ready, we got to get dressed. You ready? Let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, would you be mine? Could you be mine? Do you want a tour of my fish room? Do you want a tour? Do you want a tour? Do you want a tour of my fish room? Come on guys, let's have some fun. Welcome all pretty freaking fantastic, isn't it? Now, I know I said my office was my favorite room, but I gotta tell you, this fish room is a close second. And now that I have a computer set up and all my recording and audio and camera set up in here as well, this is quickly becoming my favorite room of all time. Now, this room has over 20 tanks in it. 1, 2, 3, at least 5 150 or larger, 150 gallon or larger tanks. It has Liz's complete nano setup and has various species of cichlids that I am keeping. I'm not going to go tank to tank. That will be another video. I kind of have done videos like that. I do have a lot of new additions that I'd like to talk about, but I am really trying to do a cichlid species only tank where each tank has a specific species that I'm trying to breed. I'm trying to give everything their own natural habitat, biotope, however you want to, say it. And then I have several tanks that are full of fry. I have cichlids that are breeding on a bi-weekly basis. Parachromis dovi, Parachromis lazelli, Parachromis manawins, Amphilophus citronellus behind me. This is the new tank, by the way, thanks to Chris Matzkow, who helped me move this tank into the kingdom, as well as helped me move a bunch of other tanks. I am so happy with this fish room now. It's wide open. We used to have a tank in the middle that kind of cut off the fish room, and you would have to go on the other side to get into the other part of the fish room. Now it is completely wide open, and it looks great. So thanks again to Chris. I couldn't have done it without you. Really appreciate it. That's about it for our fish room. I'll take you a couple other places just to give you a tour, but I am blessed. I am so happy. A lot of people don't have what I have, so I count myself very lucky. I appreciate my fish room every day. It is a lot of work. Don't think that this is all magic done by fairies. I do water changes on a daily basis. I'm always moving fish around. I'm trying to make sure everything's clean. It is a daily chore, but it is not really a chore. I enjoy doing it. Okay? Alright, let's check out and see what else is going on. Come on. Let's step outside and check out her ponds. They're just awesome. Lots of traffic outside, so I'm going to take you guys outside and mute the sound because you're going to hear all that traffic. It is busy time on the road behind us. So let's get a little closer look at her ponds. Now, these are some really cool ponds she has out here. And again, nothing too fancy or complex here. But she's got so many different things growing out here, it's amazing. And then she bought this pool, and she's got this full of stuff. No telling what's come out of here. I'm surprised a frog or a snake hasn't popped out of here yet. I'm actually in awe of some of the stuff she does. Really, really cool. Great job, Liz. Awesome. Alright, let's hurry up and get back in this house. It's hot outside. Bye-bye, ponds. Pretty awesome. Let's get in here. Alright. You've seen the fish room. Now, let's go to the garage. Alright. That was fun, right? You guys enjoy that? Alright, let's take this lab coat off. It's hot. Get it in the washing machine and get it clean. We're ready for our next visit. And let's go to the garage. God. It's like a heat wave. Woo! magical as that fish room was and the ponds and everything else you've seen within this house, this is freaking gruesome. This is my garage. It's about, and I'm not lying guys, it's about 110 degrees in here. And this is where I keep my fish, hospital tanks, and fish that I'm thinking about showing really soon at the Keystone Clash, at the 8 Aquatic Experience, and at the OCA Extravaganza. 3 big events coming up, September, October, and November. It's like the triple crown of cichlid shows. Alright, so one of the things you got to do always is keep your fish separated when you're going to show them so they don't get any fin damage from any other fish, anything like that. But it is hot up in here. And quite honestly, I don't come in this room very much other than to feed my fish and make sure everything's going alright. But as you can see, largemouth bass still here, still working on him, still trying to get him fattened up. He's got a lot of color coming to him now, so I guess that's a good sign. But man, I can't stay here too much longer. It's really hot. But also, I just wanted to show you some of the things that go on behind the magical room. You know, I show you guys the fish room and stuff all the time, but you never really get to see this type of ugly stuff. But it's a necessity for me, especially with all the big tanks I have and all the big fish I keep. I gotta have an area where I can have some other tanks to separate fish if I need to prepare them for competition or for hospitalization to heal them so they can get back into their tank they were in. Alright, so this is the garage. I hate to end the video on a low point as far as visually, but just know that this is a necessity for any cichlist, any hobbyist out there that's thinking about keeping big cichlids and with multiple tanks and want to get really big in the hobby. Alright? Alright guys, thanks for viewing. As always, hit that subscribe button to King Queen Cichlids. Hit that bell so you're notified every time we get online. And as always, thank you so much for your support. Keep those hands wet and enjoy the hobby for all it's worth. Alright guys, we'll talk to you real soon. Next week, we're going to get back on how to create your own cichlid or tropical fish club. I did a lot of work this weekend getting that fish room ready, and just wanted to do a short video just giving a tour of the new fish room. And next week I'll have more time to really get into the nuts and bolts of how to create your own tropical fish club. Alright, sound good? See you guys next week. Bye-bye. Oh, no, 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 no. You can't see how that magic's made. This is PG rated. No, no. What about the basement? Yeah, I got a basement. I ain't scared. I'm a man. I ain't scared. Huh? You want to see it? Okay, you asked for it. Hello? Is there anyone down here? Shh. I see dead people. So this is our basement. And I guess I could take tanks down here if I wanted to, but